What is up, Midway Mayhem fans? This is Dan, and we are checking back in from SeaWorld Orlando, and today we are going to be doing a 2020 roller coaster construction update. There's been some new progress, and we have some new details, along with Electric Ocean, which is their summer spectacular, including Ignite. There's a lot to see and do. Let's go! And we're in. No wait to get through security or through the front entrance, but I do want to point out the parking lot was completely full. That's to be expected for Memorial Day weekend. Just like last year, the heat alert signs are out, and that means if the heat index is forecasted to be over 100 degrees, well, they're out. And that just means drink a lot of fluids and get some shade. Pen trading is still going strong, and check it out, we have some new stuff right here. New pens. So they have different ones, like the Shamu with the American flag. They do have right there the lighthouse tower as well. So yes, a couple new items for the pen trading. Our next stop is going to take us here to Seafire Grill, and I know what you must be thinking, why are we going here? There's nothing going on. Well, apparently there's been some changes just in the last couple months. This used to be like an Asian place with noodles and all that stuff, but it's changed. And now we have fried chicken sandwiches, spicy fried chicken, chicken tender baskets, and the likes. So yeah, no more Asian. Still the same layout and everything. But yes, now chicken. When the sun goes down, the party really begins with Electric Ocean, and that again is their nighttime spectacular. They have dance parties, special shows, and more. I highly suggest you checking it out. And we can see right over here all the little stations for the pyro, and that is for Ignite. Bayside Stadium is decked out, looking very good. Alright, so let's get to the main reason why you are watching this update, the 2020 roller coaster. Again, we've said it before in our other videos. In fact, you can check it out on our channel. The layout is out there, and we know what is happening. In fact, there's a lot of neat stuff involved with this project. It's not going to be very tall or very fast, but it's going to have some very unique elements. And now we're over by Mango Joe's, as you can see it right there. In our other updates, we said that it might be leaving, but it's looking like it's actually going to be staying for queue and station area, as well as food service and whatnot. But right here, you're standing pretty much directly in line with the launch, as it's going to head out towards Bayside Stadium and then over by the camps. But right here, starting out, it's going to launch backwards. So you're going to launch backwards, do an airtime hill right here, and then head over this way towards a vertical spike, except the vertical spike is going to be beyond vertical. Come back down, airtime hill, go through the launch again, do another airtime hill before going up to the top hat. You're not going to crest it. Then you reverse launch backwards again, all the way through up to the vertical spike, the highest point, and then back through it again. So that'll be launch 4 now, heading towards Bayside Stadium, and then you go up into the top hat, which is only going to be about 80 feet tall. As of right now, there are no markings on the ground over here by the vertical spike portion, but we do know some markings are backstage right now. And guess what? There's also some other stuff that's shown up inside the park now. We're gonna go show you that. Alright, so the next thing we need to show you is over here by Mango Joe's, and well, this is supposed to be the entry area for the attraction right over here, plus queuing, or it could be just about 20 feet down, but we're thinking this is gonna be the main entrance. But over here, there'll be all sorts of switchbacks for the patio. And there's also some new stuff over here that indicates that the project has actually begun. Welcome now to the station area. So right here, where this outdoor patio is, well, station's gonna be right about here, and then there's gonna be a switch track. So the switch track will lead out of the station, slide over onto the launch area, and then begin the course, again launching backwards. Airtime hill over there before the vertical spike, or beyond vertical. Comes back, goes through the launch area, airtime hill, then goes up into the top hat, launches backwards over here, again, goes to the highest point of the beyond vertical spike, and then launch again. And this time, you're going to be going the fastest point up to about 80 feet at the top of the top hat, right here. Alright, here's a quick look at the grass area where the launch will be, but check this out guys, right over here we now have red electrical flags, and just like some of the other projects we've covered, whenever these start showing up, it means they're about to really kick things into high gear. This is surveying for electrical lines and whatnot, but yes, progress for the 2020 coaster has begun. Again, Bayside Stadium, and right here on the grass, that is where most of the foundations will be for the top hat. So again, this grass area, going to be used quite extensively. Another look at the area, and we're standing pretty much just about where the proposed top hat is going to be, right in this area. So it's going to go up about 80 feet or so right here, and then head out towards the back, towards the camp buildings. These pathways over here lead directly to Bayside Stadium and are used for special events, but more work, as we can see right over here. Check it out, we're up close next to one of those red flags, so we can see it right there. One of the electrical boxes over there. But yes, red flag means they're doing surveying. Over here by the pathway, there are more markings. I just don't happen to see anything inside this area. But this one over here, well, it's kind of hard to miss considering it's right here next to the curb. As we walk up, again, red flag right there. Couple more things to point out with the layout. When it drops off the top hat, it's going to have a cliffhanger drop, and we're thinking that means a magnetic brake off the very top, and then right over here it's going to get really low to the ground and then head over that direction right there. And we can expect airtime hills, S-curves. There's going to be a 90-degree airtime hill, and then a sidewinder, which if you're familiar with OWA, is a soft inversion. It kind of does a little roll, comes out of it, a lot of crisscrosses back over this direction, and then over to the station again. If you like low to the ground elements with crisscrosses, well, you're gonna have one right here. Want to see just how close this thing is gonna get to Bayside? Well, right here, as in that electrical box right there. There's gonna be a footer right there. There's also a red flag right there as well, and a whole line of them that go down that direction. And another flag over there hiding behind the flowers. Look at all of those red flags. I will say this, after seeing the red markings around, it does make me very happy considering this 2020 project has got to kick off very soon. The back areas we already know has some markings, just can't see it from public view. But yes, finally some progress. Well, it looks like I found another marker right over here. This one's just kind of hidden right there. See? Something else kind of new over here. The lettering on Bayside Stadium has been removed. Not sure if it's going to be returning or not, but yeah, it's gone. Couple last minute stats for you guys. The total track length is going to be 2,000 feet, and I know what you must be thinking, that's pretty short. The total track travel is going to be 2,850 feet, and that's because of the 4 launches. Maximum height is going to be 80 feet, maximum drop is going to be 75 feet, and the maximum speed 45 to 50 miles an hour. There will be 2 trains with 3 cars holding 18 people per train. Ride time is going to be between 80 and 90 seconds and capacity around 900 to 1,000 people per hour. Total footprint 625 feet by 165 feet. So yes, Mango Joe's will be closing eventually for the construction of the new ride, and it's going to be repurposed, so they're not demolishing it, and that outdoor patio is going to be used for the queue. Wild Arctic, and we've said it before, there's a going rumor that this will be replaced after the 2020 roller coaster with some sort of new attraction. Not 100% sure just yet, but it could be a new theater experience. And right off to the side, well, we had work walls for a long time, but they're gone now, and the games area is now open. I know. Another one of those, why are they doing games over here next to Wild Arctic? Well, if you're going to be building a new roller coaster, you're going to need some games and food areas, and they're already beefing it up right now. As we can see, ring toss over here, balloon bus, there's a water jet game, and more. But yes, this is all necessary and common when new attractions open at parks. They beef up certain areas first. Those prizes are kind of neat. Look at them. Sharks with surfboards, penguins. I love it. This game over here, Save the Ocean, so we can see straws, paper bags, and other things that could be recycled. But yes, a game called Save the Ocean. You get 3 balls. Try to knock those down over there. Over here at this little fishing game, check this out. That could be yours as a prize. A s'more. Now, whether or not Wild Arctic switches to Sesame or something entirely different, well, yet to be determined. But over here again, lots of open area for a future expansion of Sesame. And with how busy it's been, I would expect over the next couple years, eventually we're going to see something new for Sesame. Just look at all of this area for possible future expansion going down that way and across the pathway. We have arrived at Sesame Street, and guess what? There are some new things over here, like these characters, Elmo and Abby. Right here underneath the sign. They weren't here when it originally opened, but they're here now. Another thing we wanted to point out over here, we did have a playground set, Counts. Well, it's gone and has been gone for a while. Don't think it's coming back, and I don't know if there's going to be a replacement. But yes, you've asked, it's gone. So this is kind of neat actually, because SeaWorld Orlando and Sesame Street are certified by the Autism Centers. Well, we have a sensory guide right here showing exactly what you can expect from this attraction. This one being Elmo's Choo Choo Train. And just like on the other side with the Sesame Street sign, well, we have Cookie Monster here instead of Abby and Elmo, but a new character directly underneath the signs. Don't forget, folks, if you come to the park and you're a pass holder and over 21, you get 14 ounces of delicious nectar, known as beer. Remember how I said there were specialty shows going on? Right now, we have Shamu Celebration, Light Up the Night at 8:30. Let's go check it out. And it is a packed house. You better watch out, you're gonna get owned. open until 9:30. That means all of your favorite attractions, including Infinity Falls, are open after dark. So yes, when the sun goes down, the fun really begins. Over here at the Novelist Theater in years past, we had a show called Pop, which was a bubble show. They had two different guys that did it, one father, one son, each different years, but they're not here this year. We have R&R, Club R&R, relax and recharge in a tranquil environment. That's the coolest new way to beat the heat this summer. So basically, it's like Club Seaglow, just toned down just a little bit. Just like for the other festivals that we have here, they've got awesome food. Southern Barbecue Sundae, $13.99, and mac and cheese bites. There's stands all around the park, so make sure to check them out. Pick up some grub. So there we can see the mac and cheese bites. Yeah. And some of the makings for the barbecue sundae. We have onion rings that go on top of the little canister, fresh meat, and more. And here's a look at that barbecue sundae. Again, choice of pulled pork or chicken, layered with cornbread, baked beans, and coleslaw drizzled with barbecue sauce and topped with onion rings. And here's a look at the Novelist Theater. Some new additions right here. We have umbrellas with some lighting. Same on the other side, but that's new. So yes, please, if you have not ridden Mako at night, do yourself a favor and do it, because it's absolutely incredible.
On the way to it.
Over here at the Bayside Stadium at 8 p.m. we have Club Seaglow, which is going to get the blood pumping as they play some EDM, rap, and more. Get everybody dancing. And then at 9:30 we have Ignite. guys, that's going to do it for our video here from SeaWorld Orlando for the 2020 roller coaster project and of course Electric Ocean. Every year that Electric Ocean is here, it just amazes me, and this year is no different. Some great shows, great food, and entertainment. Of course, the 2020 roller coaster project now has some flags on site. That means work is going to start very, very soon. Of course, we're going to have continued coverage of it. So if you like what we do, follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter at Midway Mayhem, and I will see you out on the Midway.